Welcome everyone. It's Ryan here of Ryan Out of Photography, and we're here today on Small Business Shoutouts, where I feature uh, amazing entrepreneurs that are in my local wedding and events community. So I'm joined by the amazing Julia of Slay Displays. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you, Ryan?
Awesome, awesome. So, uh, before we get started, guys, I would ask you to like the video, share it, put a comment on the comment section, so it'll help grow the channel, and we appreciate all your support. So our guest today is Julia, and hey, Julia, tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Well, I'm creative directing one-of-a-kind displays, also renting awesome displays like marquee letters, floral letters, live sequin walls. We can also, as you can see behind me, have giant flowers. We have streamers, as you can see on my right hand side. So we can create something that nobody else had. So basically we can transform the space, or we can transform one part of the space to create that jaw-dropping wow factor for our clients.
Yeah, that's that's really cool. I mean, once like I come across your work, it just wows me. So a little bit about about your company. I'll just read it off to our viewers. So Julia is a decorator, creative director of Slay Displays. She graduated from Penn State with a marketing degree, changed a couple of careers before finding her true passion, and she feels so lucky that right now that she has turned her passion by helping clients and brides and event all clients help create that unforgettable first impression with her designs, and she puts so much love in every piece and create this transformation of this space with her designs, which is a social event or a wedding. So it's more of her pieces help clients create their very unique branding, whether it's a style for your wedding or leading events that you are planning. So that's a little intro of the amazing Julia here. So take us through again to how you got involved in like how the company started and
Absolutely. So before Slay Displays was born, I was an event planner. I've done that for a few years. And one, I want to say, like one lane that was like, I want to say, the start point of me transferring from wedding planner, like event planner, to a decorator was my son. So it was the birth of my son, and this was like the mark where I was thinking like, oh, do I want to continue being a wedding planner or event planner, or should I find a different niche? And one of my brides at that time asked me to find a vendor who does the marquee ladders, and she sold them in UK, somewhere in UK, and apparently they were very hot back then there. And I couldn't find a vendor that would be able to rent it here back then, and we just decided to create it. So we created our first set of light up love. It took us about 3 months to create because there was a lot of figuring out to do. And that's how I want to say the idea of the Slay Displays was born. Because during that wedding, we like right on the spot, we got 2 more bookings, and out of those 2 bookings, we got more bookings. So people started requesting different letters, and now we have a big, really big corporate sector that would like to spell the name of the company or the hashtag or the slogan, basically anything, because we have about 100 different letters, numbers, symbols now. And I want to say Slay Displays was born with marquee letters. That was also transferred into the floral letters, and then later on in the year we added the other items like sequin bowls, streamers, and giant flowers.
Yeah, it's been evolving, and you've been adding a lot more things to your designs and decor. And even right now, a little bit of a segue, what you guys are doing in light of the recent events that are happening, this health crisis and all. Could you tell us? There was something exciting that I've been seeing on her, because I follow her work a lot. And can you tell the viewers what these the face shields that you guys are like, and the history?
It was the first week of the quarantine. It was literally me and my husband sitting home on a couch thinking, okay, we're not essential business. We don't get to create, and like it's like you're dying when you don't get to create.
Mhm.
And we were watching the news, and I think I saw Elon Musk. He was donating like thousands of the ventilators to hospitals across the country. And I was literally broken down in tears. I'm like, I wish we were big enough to do something like this for our community. And Slay Displays, we're not even 1 year on the market. Um, the Slay Display's birthday is going to be in June, so hopefully the
Oh, that's
quarantine is going
coming
to be
up
over by
soon.
then.
Yeah.
um, and we were like thinking, like, what can we do, like to apply our knowledge and our tools and our talents. How can we help our community? And I saw this ad on Facebook. From It was some kind of Chinese websites selling those face shields for like $20 a piece to I saw it in my feed, and I was like, they're selling these things, and our medical workers or like frontline people, they don't have any because we have such a big shortage of it. And we looked at it, like we were able to create that design in no time. It took us 2 days to create a design, to
Wow.
test it. We got a couple people to test it from the industry, medical workers, doctors, some lab workers. They tested it, they loved it, and we invested our money to create the first batch of 300 shields. And then the word spread, and this is how we hitting about 1,300 mark right now, and hopefully we'll get over 2,000 soon. Shields
Wow.
that we will be able to donate.
That is amazing. That's awesome.
Thank you, thank you. Saving them so they can save us.
Hmm. And because this effort is just through out of your pocket, it's through the goodness of your heart. But you also put up a GoFundMe link, correct?
That's correct. So we do have the GoFundMe that help us to have funds to buy the supplies, because they get pricey, especially getting the shipping, and the shipping you want it to be faster, because at this point the every day counts with how many cases we get each day. So we do have the GoFundMe. I'm gonna send you the link so you can share it with people. And yeah, so please help us to help them, because we are stronger together.
Yeah, absolutely. Because these take material, like resources from them to create. So I'll be posting the link. You'll be able to see the link if you guys want to donate to Julia's cause, and have them keep going creating this face shields for our frontline health workers. So that'll be amazing. So any help will be appreciated. The link will be flash like along this video, so you guys will be able to see and go to the link. So all right, and so that's what you've been busy, right? How about
Very.
yeah, how about everything else? Since let's talk about our industry, local industry, since we all got affected by the health crisis. So how are you guys like coping up with all the recent situation?
we we You're right. We were very busy with the face shields because we cannot have our employees to be here. They're staying home. They're being safe with their family and the loved ones. So it is just two of us creating face shields currently at our shop. So we do not allow people to walk in. We literally go out, or we deliver, or we have people picking them up from outside of our shop. So we have been really busy with that for the past 3 weeks. For our business, for it, I literally have so many things that were supposed to go live over the month of March and April, and like these beautiful streamers that are hanging around.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so they're not going to be used for this certain event. So what my plan is, and it was before we decided to, make shields, it's important to stay engaged with people, with the audience. It's important to still have them motivated and show your creativity. I've done it before, like the first week of the quarantine, before we started making the shields. Basically a simple setup at my house. Now I'm planning, when the things go down, these shields, I want to create more of the different setups, the different backdrops that we can do, ceiling decor, the photo backdrops, the ceremony backdrops. We are creating on the books. We are creating some exciting displays, which we will show very soon. So the life does not end. It's on a pause, but it doesn't mean you just sit back and drink a beer on a couch all day. Like, there's so many great things that you can do.
Oh
And
yeah.
that's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah, we all got to be productive. That's
Exactly.
yeah. That's one good thing that we should take out of this whole situation, so that we have a lot more time that
Right.
we get, in our hands. Most
And
of
that
us.
will help you to be ready when this whole thing is over. You already have a plan.
Yeah, yeah. Once this thing is back to normal, we should hit the, like, what's the expression? Hit the ground running, or
Right.
right?
Yes. Be prepared, motivate, be as strong as ever. Yeah, I feel like that's what we all should be. And that's, supporting each other is a great way to do it. So thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's go to the Q&A. So there's a few questions here that uh, I've prepared to, just so we could get more of idea of your company, your business, and your creativity. So to this first question is, so what was your inspiration on starting your company? I know you touched briefly on it, but you could probably elaborate on it a little
Absolutely.
bit.
The inspiration, I just I've seen so many different venues. I also seen the venues that already have everything, and I've seen venues that are like a blank space, and you can do so much with this. And knowing millennial brides and knowing the Gen X brides, because this is where I come from, they all want to be different. I want to have something that nobody else had. So that was my inspiration, because like, what can each bride do kind of the same but different to be able to stand out? Because on average, each person in a lifetime go to several weddings. When I was wedding planner, I've heard people saying like, "Oh my gosh, I've been in so many weddings, I don't even remember which one was which," because they all have the same. They all have the cake. They all gonna have either chicken or steak, or fish or steak. They're all going to have favors, because pretty much that's every wedding has it. Escort cards. Like, now you want to stand out. Like, what can you do different? So people talk about your wedding for years to come. And visuals are very important, because when people wowed by the visual, they tend to remember that exact moment for much longer versus not having it. So we working with our corporate clients, it helps them to put their point across, put their message across, like whether it's a hashtag or a slogan that they want to put in letters, or if they want to do a big sequin wall and put a laser cut message on it. that message will stand out because it's visuals, it's movement, it is definitely going to be memorable, and it's going to get people wowed. So I think all that opportunity and my personal vision and my personal understanding of who my client is, because it's definitely more of a younger generation, people about, again, it's all about visuals, it's all about Instagram, it's all about now TikTok and Facebook, because it's all about posting and reposting, sharing and things. It is. And knowing how to give people the tool to do what they love the most. So that's how we came up with the concept of slate displays. And like it has to be Instagrammable, it has to be, you know, picturesque, it has to be you know, you want people to take selfies with it, you want people to do photos with it and post and tag and share. So I think that's how we got really busy really fast. We started in June and we were fully booked in September. So yeah, the goal is to be fully booked every month now.
Yeah, it's almost like a viral thing, right? Once like people
Exactly.
see it,
Yes,
it's just like, you know, it goes around so quick.
I agree.
Yeah. So for the next question, so uh, let me ask you, what's your favorite part of the whole process?
Oh boy. I think I like every step. I really love getting to know our clients and their final goal. So whether it is the bride who is very modern, who has a modern wedding, and she wants to create something that nobody else had, like we had our hexagon display for the modern bride, would be amazing. All that also very transformable. It can be a ceremony display. It can be a display for the sitting chart. It can be a display for dessert. It can also be a corporate client who has a very certain image and logo and colors, and helping them to create something to make sure the branding is, you know, working in that visual, and also something new that nobody else had before, or something that they haven't showcased before. So that initial meeting, that initial understanding of what the client wants, I think that's my favorite part.
Awesome. And let's show a little, let's show the viewers your your website. I'm just gonna showcase your website for a little bit so everybody can see. Such a beautiful website, and you can see here. Ooh, that's a picture from me.
Who did that?
Yeah, some great photographer.
I
So
mean,
this
couldn't
is
agree more.
a preview, yep, of her website, and we'll show it a little bit later, the links, so everyone could see it. So I know you said the company is just closing in on its 1 year anniversary, but you've been in the events and industry business for quite a while. So the question is there anything different that you would have changed when you started out your business, or like lessons learned?
You're right. I've been in the industry for about 8 years. I worked in the venue, and then I had my own event planning company that, again, you know, slowly transferred into slate displays later on. Changing, I would probably expanded my team faster. Why? Because it was just me and one more person doing it all, just two of us. We did over 36 or 39 events last September. Two people, two. And we only started hiring in closer to holidays, which was like November. So we added two more people to our team. We have one more joining us, hopefully after this whole thing is over. So we it's there's only so much you can do as a business owner. There's very concentrated on the business development and creations is very important. So having that opportunity, as I said, my favorite part, that one-on-one approach with each client, and having your team to take care of the logistics, to take care of the media and writing and material ordering and creating is, having that support. I wish I did that sooner than later. But you know what? Again, we're 1 year in the market, and we are where we are, which is still very rapid growth. A lot of companies, smaller companies, don't get to that in 5 years. So I'm grateful to what I have.
Yeah, that's so awesome. I mean, it's hard to know how of course scalability is really how a lot of businesses, grow, like expanding, like getting more help in terms of like scaling the business. But sometimes you don't really know how fast you're gonna grow,
I
right?
agree.
But that's good to hear, because we all learn things through being in business, and things sometimes we just sit down and think like, oh, I wish I would have did this different. But that's how we learn. We
You know
learn
what? At
through.
the end of the day, it is an experience. This is the best thing you get out of whatever it is, whether you made a mistake or whether you didn't get anything out of it. It's an experience that in the future, you know that what worked and what did not. So I think every step of the way is just being able to analyze it. It's very, very important quality to have.
Awesome. So leading to the next question. So if you have any advice for somebody aspiring to have their own starting their own business, or in the creative field, or trying to be involved in the wedding events industry as their own business, so what would you tell this person?
I would say don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to be different. Don't be afraid to do something that nobody else have done. Don't be afraid to be you and stand out from the crowd. This is the best quality you can have. This is the best you can do for yourself and for the future.
Awesome. For our closing, can you tell our viewers anything what's coming up for Slay Displays, or any projects, or anything?
Yes, absolutely. So as I said, as soon as we are finish our face shield project, which is, I'm very happy to see that there are other companies jumped in and they're creating a similar product and they are donating it to our heroes. So that gives us an opportunity to slow down. That gives us an opportunity to finally, take a break. And I am planning on creating new displays. So we'll be taking care of that. We will be creating new displays. We will be doing some, our workshop photo shoots on a smaller scale. We did have one parking lot photo shoot where we spelled "stay home." Again, just the
Mm-hmm.
message to put across buildings where there was an order to stay home by the governor. So we did wanted to kind of support that message. We are creating seating charts. We are creating more backdrops. We are working on ceiling displays, so we'll be able to show all of that. We will be very active, always have been. We had to take a little break just because we were literally working about 16 hours a day to create a face shield for our workers and deliver and package it and get materials. It's been quite a process, but on the books, there are a lot of exciting things happening. So if you are planning an event, if you just and like that creativity, if you are looking to start your own business, follow us on Instagram, because we will be talking about all these things, how we started, the things that work, things that don't work. We do get a lot of inspiration from outside of the country, like with our sequin walls. We were the first ones in the United States who started doing this, and yes, definitely the way to inspire and get motivated. That's how we share our positive attitude.
Oh, that's why I really admire your like enthusiasm every time, you know, because we have a we're involved in this local organization in our events community called NACE, and we see each other on the regular to the meetings. And every time I see Julia, she's just like a breath of fresh air, like enthusiasm and about like her work. And
And
that's
every
what
time we see each other, we start talking about, come on, Ryan, we got to do that photo shoot
yeah, I know.
together. You guys got to stay tuned because we're creating something awesome with Ryan. We're going to have an awesome photo shoot. And maybe, Ryan, we should have like maybe live video going on like on behind the scenes as we do it. That'll
Yep.
be very exciting because we already prepared the space and I had the idea and different displays. And then, wah, wah, wah. It's going to be postponed but not canceled.
Yeah. Well, that's things that are beyond our control, but we just try to control what we can. But that's something to look forward to. So, guys, if you heard that, we're gonna have something, be on the works that's gonna be amazing. So you gotta stay tuned for that. And tell the viewers where to find you. What's your social media handles where they could get a hold of you?
So our social media handle is very easy. Slay Displays is one word, no period, no dots, no underscore. So as our Facebook, we have a lot of highlights and stories on Instagram. We're more active on that platform, which is my bad. I guess we need to hire more people so we're more active on Facebook as well because there are some people who don't have Instagram and we respect it. So definitely we do a lot of updates and about like, okay guys, this is what's coming on Instagram, on our Instagram account. So yes, Slay Displays, follow, like, support, share.
Yeah. Let's share your website again for all the viewers. Also, one more question, Julia.
All right.
It's a very important question. What's your favorite drink?
Oh, that's a tough one. Does it have to be alcoholic or non-alcoholic?
There's no right or wrong answers. It could be
Probably coffee or wine.
Person.
Coffee and red wine. So those two are my favorites. And I love mango kombucha. So you can always buy my heart with that.
Okay, so top 3: coffee, wine, and mango kombucha.
Red wine and a mango kombucha.
Red wine. All right. Red wine. I love it. All right, let's share your website again to our viewers. Oops. Let me pull it up here. So slaydisplays.com will show on the screen social media handles. That's where you can find Julia and see all of her work and get in touch with her. She's always active on Instagram and Facebook. And
so if you feel like you want to just Instagram message us, feel free to do that because we are always active. We respond to messages almost right away or within a 24-hour period. Same with the emails. We're very active, so you don't have to wait for your response for for a long time. It's important, to communicate. We love this. We love to be engaged. We love to communicate. We love to talk to you. We love to inspire you. So yes, communicate away with us.
Yeah. So guys, support Julia. She's doing amazing things for our community with the face shields project that they've been creating for the past couple of weeks. Yeah, there we go. We have it on screen so people.
I have boxes and boxes of these.
Oh my
I have 5 different pickups today that we've been with Easter. We don't get to celebrate, so we're like, well, let's just save lives.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, support them through their efforts with a GoFundMe link that we talked about earlier. It's going to be flashed on the screen below again. And thank you so much, Julia, for being in this interview. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, so guys, please like the channel, share the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And for small business shoutouts, this is another amazing episode. So thank you so much. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Talk to you guys soon. Again, thank you, Julia. And guys, take care, stay safe, and peace out.